If you're reading these words right now, it's not random. You didn't just land here by mistake. Something unseen, something intentional at a deeper level, pulled you into this exact point in time. While most would scroll past and dismiss it as coincidence, you paused. That pause means something. It means you're among the few who are beginning to wake up to a truth hidden in plain sight. The universe doesn't deal in accidents. Your awareness doesn't attract chaos. It magnetizes experiences that align with your readiness. And the fact that you're here, feeling these words instead of skimming them, means you're ready for a shift most won't sense coming. You're not limited. You're not powerless. And change isn't an external event, it's already moving through you now. Somewhere deep inside you recognize this not as a thought, but as a quiet knowing resting between your breaths. You are not who you've been taught to be. Reality is not as rigid as you've been led to believe. Here's what sets the few apart from the many. Most wait for transformation to crash in with thunder, dramatic moments, or divine signs. But true evolution begins in the spaces between thoughts, in the calm before sleep, in the silence when resistance fades. You were conditioned to think growth requires struggle, that you must grind your way into a new existence. But what if that constant effort is the very energy keeping you confined? Every instant you're selecting a reality, not through sheer willpower but through vibration. Your attention, emotions, and beliefs broadcast your signal, and life, as a perfect mirror, reflects that frequency right back. Even the act of wondering if this is true begins the shift. Just by opening to the possibility that you influence your reality more deeply than you imagined, your signal is already changing. The quantum field surrounding you is rearranging in real time, even if logic can't yet perceive it. But awareness alone won't shift your world. You can study quantum physics, manifestation, the observer effect endlessly, but if you don't embody what you know, it remains theory. Knowledge without embodiment is performance, not transformation. Most people stay asleep because they approach awakening as an idea to analyze, not a state to live. They try to think their way into expansion instead of feeling their way into alignment. And here's where the paradigm turns inside out. The version of reality you crave, the self you've been chasing, already exists, not somewhere in the future, but as a tangible layer of now. You simply haven't tuned your perception to that station yet. Imagine it like radio waves. The signal is already playing clearly, but your dial remains tuned to your old identity. You don't chase the music, you adjust your frequency. And how do you do that? Not through forced action or fake affirmations, but by choosing, moment to moment, to respond from the consciousness of the you who's already living that version. That self is not ahead of you, it's available now. Choose calm over chaos. Choose surrender over control. Choose presence over pressure. That's embodiment. Many miss it because they expect awakening to feel explosive. They wait for external proof before they shift within, but it works the other way around. Your inner vibration sculpts your outer world, always. Your environment isn't random. It's a mirror reflecting your consciousness. Waiting for the outer to change before shifting inward is like waiting for your reflection to grin before daring to smile. Pause here. If this resonates, write this down or whisper it to yourself. I choose to see what others cannot. This isn't just participation, it's a declaration. It's you sending a signal to the quantum field. I'm ready to operate from higher awareness. Say it like a promise. Let it sink into your body. You're not here to consume truth, you're here to live it. And when you start embodying instead of observing, your life reorganizes rapidly, not from control, but because you've stopped resisting the universe's natural rhythm. You've quieted the noise, fear, doubt, impatience, control, and in that stillness, life begins to align with your true essence. The quantum field is always listening. Most people broadcast from states of fear, doubt, and scarcity, and then wonder why life keeps echoing those very signals back. They ask for love while vibrating with defense. They crave peace while pulsing with tension. They pray for abundance while radiating lack. But the moment you understand that your state of being is the prayer, your vibration is the intention, and your consciousness is the creative brush painting reality, everything changes. Not someday, now. Because you stop chasing what you already are. You stop waiting for life to validate your worth. You stop acting from absence and begin expressing from fullness. That's where the alchemy begins. This isn't fantasy. It's physics. It's how energy translates into matter, how thought patterns become experiences. When your internal resonance aligns with the version of life you desire, the external world can't help but mirror that coherence back. not because you forced it through endless effort, but because consciousness naturally molds reality. You've never been separate from your experience. You're shaping it in every breath through the energy you extend and the attention you offer. Yet most never reach this realization because they demand evidence first. They want to see before they dare to believe. But transformation doesn't follow that formula. You have to embody the new frequency before the new world appears. You must live as the version of yourself who already trusts before any proof arrives. That's the leap. That's the gap between those who merely learn and those who truly evolve. If this feels like something deep inside you remembering, not discovering, then stay. Don't just subscribe to a channel, align with a wavelength. Enter the field of conscious creators who don't simply watch life unfold. They participate in its design. You weren't placed here just to endure existence. You were built to co-create it. Your essence isn't survival, it's creation in motion. Your true default isn't reaction, it's awareness in action. Somewhere along the way, conditioning made you forget. You were told growth must hurt, that change is slow, that life happens to you. But what if those ideas were just interference, blocking your access to what's already within reach? You don't need better luck, better timing, or better circumstances. You need only to choose, moment by moment, to embody the vibration of who you're becoming, not replay the echoes of who you were. Do this consistently. Do it sincerely. Live the energy. Don't just intellectualize it. And your world will rearrange swiftly, not because you pushed, but because you finally stopped resisting the universe's natural harmony. That breakthrough you keep chasing, it isn't in the distance, it's here. In this breath, waiting for your permission to unfold. Be the one who acts from potential, not protection. Who creates from clarity, not habit. Who lives transformation instead of talking about it. This is your moment, your doorway into conscious participation. Join the ones who already know. Reality isn't rigid. Change isn't slow. Transformation isn't earned, it's chosen. One clear decision at a time. Many mistake alignment for inaction. They assume that surrender means. Many people confuse alignment with giving up on their ambitions. They assume surrender equals settling, but true alignment is the most potent engine of change. It's real flow. The most efficient route to transformation, unshakable trust. The bravest creative act. When you are aligned, the universe supports your steps. In flow, choices open unseen doors. In trust, even the baffling moves guide you nearer to what you seek. Now here's a truth that will expand or unsettle you. Linear time is a useful illusion. The mind needs it to organize experience, but awareness doesn't obey that straight line. In the field of possibility, every potential exists at once. Your future self is already real. The life you desire is already vibrating in the sea of potential, waiting for you to match its tone. You aren't manufacturing a new timeline. You're selecting which already present possibility you step into by where you place your attention and presence. That future identity isn't something you will become later. It's who you remember when you drop the resistance that's been blocking access. Obstacles, delays, and limits are not punishments. They're feedback, signals pointing to where your energy still conflicts with the reality you want. They aren't roadblocks. They're invitations to refine alignment. The work isn't about reshaping circumstances so much as changing how you relate to them. The handful who truly transform don't waver when the evidence looks against them. They keep their frequency steady even when the world shows no sign of it. Why? Because they know consciousness doesn't obey human timetables. The universe moves in patterns of rightness. When you trust that, delays become preparation, detours become the exact route you needed, and time shifts from adversary to ally. Sense the shift. Instead of forcing outcomes through frantic effort, embody the vibration of what you want. Instead of hammering on closed doors, become the kind of person doors open for. Let things unfold through you. This move from force to flow, from control to trust, births quantum leaps. It's how life can reconfigure so rapidly you scarcely recognize your months. That happens when you stop broadcasting frustration, lack, and impatience and start broadcasting calm assurance. Everything I need is already on its way. Perfect timing is unfolding. The universe is conspiring for me, even when appearances suggest otherwise. One more core truth the few live by. Your present scene isn't proof of your limits. What's around you right now is a snapshot, not the complete chapter. Your past behavior didn't lock your destiny. It only echoed the frequencies you used to run. That means change can be instant, not in some distant year, but as quickly as you can genuinely embody a new vibrational identity. Swap fear for trust, scarcity for possibility, force for flow, and the field responds. But this shift asks you to release who you think you are so you can step into who you truly are. Let go of an identity stitched from old hurts. Stop defending the story of your limitations. You cannot clutch the past and enter a new reality at the same time. Consciousness refuses contradictions. You cannot vibrate lack and live in abundance. You cannot cling to struggle and then claim flow. Moment by moment, you must choose which version of yourself arrives. That steady choosing is the 1%'s daily practice. That's how creation becomes consistent. The future you isn't somewhere ahead. She's already present as a living possibility inside your awareness. Each breath is an opportunity to align. Each decision is a chance to be them. When you do this faithfully, reality rearranges itself around you, not by brute force nor by random luck, but because you've stopped blocking the natural response of the field to your coherence. This is how quantum leaps occur. Lives pivot overnight not by cheating physics, but by mastering consciousness. If this lands in you, write it down and state it aloud. I am ready to embody what I seek instead of chasing what I lack. Say it like a vow. It's not idle language. It's your transmission to the field. Make that commitment, and you step into the minority who don't merely observe life, they design it. When you actually live this, not just think about it, your entire experience shifts. You stop feeling separate from what you want. You stop waiting for fulfillment to arrive from outside. You recognize that what you've been searching for is what you already are. Peace, love, abundance, creative energy, not destinations to reach, but states to inhabit. When you cease interfering with that innate clarity, everything aligns. This is the deepest truth the 1% embody. You're not trying to become another person. You're remembering your own consciousness, vast, inventive, whole. From that place, manifestation is no longer effort. It's natural expression. Synchronicity stops feeling like magic and becomes the norm. Flow is not a rare gift, it's your baseline. You're not on the hunt for change. You are the change. You are the shift. You are the transformation. The universe didn't hang back because you were special. It waited because consciousness was ready to awaken through you. Welcome home. Welcome to the 1%. Welcome to a life where possibility is not something you discover. It's who you are. And if you want to go deeper into how your observing mind sculpts reality itself, pay attention. Master your observation and you move from passive viewer to deliberate creator of every moment. All